There have been 2 full sweeps in the last 2 Races and Fun videos, and a full sweep over on the Diecast Racing TV channel. These cars are feeling the pressure to keep the streak alive. Hey everybody, I'm Jeremiah. Brendan, unfortunately, will not be joining us yet again. He is still sick, so hopefully he'll be able to join us on the next video. We are on day 4 of the Loop Tournament here on Races and Fun. We have another 8 cars coming to this tournament. Of course, 4 of which will go to the final. As we get started with the first group, we have T-Rex, Luke Skywalker, the Police Mustang, and the Porsche starting us off. As we get started with the first race of this first heat, who comes out first? Looks like T-Rex being followed by Luke Skywalker as we go through the second loop. T-Rex is losing some ground, and Luke Skywalker overtakes the lead. Here comes Porsche through the corner, but he has some trouble, and he's spinning a little bit there, but he's able to take over the lead and keep it. And he'll be in first place. Luke Skywalker comes in at second, and then T-Rex comes in at third, and the police just couldn't catch him. So we get 5, 3, 2, and 1 for our first points. Now it's time for Heat 2. And in the last couple of videos, I've been doing a lot of videos recently, so I can't remember if it was on Diecast Racing TV or Races and Fun, but a lot of the heats, the first 2 races, had the same exact finish for all 4 cars. Let's see if that happens here in this heat. It is Porsche in the lead, being followed by Luke Skywalker and T-Rex, like we saw in the last heat, and T-Rex almost undercuts Luke Skywalker there. He isn't able to do it. So as I was saying, same exact finish as we had it in the first race. Will we have that happen again and have a 5-5-5 for the Porsche? The Porsche, though, going for that perfect sweep. We've had 3 perfect sweeps within the last week. Let's see if Porsche can continue the streak for these perfect sweeps. Porsche again in the lead, being followed by T-Rex, but here comes Luke Skywalker, and he overtakes the lead, coming through the corner, and it is Luke Skywalker who takes over the lead, but a boost of speed for Porsche overtakes through the bunny hill, and we have the 3rd same finish in a row. So that's a 5-5-5 for Porsche. Let's see if Porsche can get that final 5 and get the perfect 20 for this heat. And if he does, that will give him a chance of getting a perfect sweep in the final. We're in Heat 4, the last race of this group, and we are started. Through the first loop they go. They're neck and neck, but it is Luke Skywalker in the lead. He has the tightest corner, being followed by Porsche and then T-Rex. As we go through the second loop, let's see if Porsche can do anything to catch up and get that final 5. Luke Skywalker still in the lead. He has a little bit of a bump, but so does Porsche. And over the bunny hill for the final time, and there goes Porsche's chance to have the perfect video sweep. He gets a 3, not a 5, but he will still advance, tied with Luke Skywalker, 18-18. Very surprising. Now it's time for the second group. We have Mercedes, Formula Solar, Corvette, and Mr. Freeze. A unique name for that car. Also a unique car in general. And you can start with the first heat. Mr. Freeze actually coming out to lead, but he has the longest radius corner, so he's going to go down to 3rd place. It is Mercedes in the lead, being followed by Formula Solar, who's gaining some speed now, and he overtakes the lead, but here comes Mr. Freeze, and a bump to Mr. Solar. They're neck and neck, and Mr. Freeze comes out with the win, but Formula Solar is able to overtake at the last second and take that first 5. Mr. Freeze, do not underestimate Mr. Freeze. His name may be fun, but he is fierce. So we get started with Heat 2. Let's see what Mr. Freeze can do in the second heat. We are started, and it is Mr. Freeze with Mercedes and Formula Solar. Mr. Freeze does have the tight corner this time. He has a little bit of an advantage now. Let's see if he can keep the advantage through the second corner. No, he doesn't. It is Formula Solar who comes out to the lead, and he goes over the bunny hill, and Mercedes actually spins out. He still gets second. Mr. Freeze gets 3rd place. Formula Solar, I believe we've seen him before quite a few videos ago, but he did perform well back then when he was competing. I think it was a different color, but same type of cars. We get started with Heat 3. We have Formula Solar with 2 5s, Mercedes with 5, Corvette with 2, and then Mr. Freeze with 5. So Mr. Freeze and Mercedes are the two that are fighting for that final advancement spot. And Mr. Freeze again out to the lead. Through the loop he goes, but he has a disadvantage at this little turn here. He still is able to keep the lead. Mr. Freeze is going to get a 5. Getting chilly in here already. Mr. Freeze gets a 5. And for the first time, Formula Solar does not get a 5. So that will eliminate our streak on the Races and Fun channel for having perfect video sweeps. We'll have to see if the Diecast Racing TV channel can continue the streak. We are at the final heat of this second group. We have Mr. Freeze with 10 points, Formula Solar with 13. Those are your top 2, and those are the top 2 leading right now. It is Formula Solar in the lead, but Mr. Freeze has the tight corner. He gains some ground. Let's see if Formula Solar can keep it up. Yes, he does. But he spins out there. Here comes Mr. Freeze and pushes him across the line. Formula Solar with that 5. That'll get him advanced, as well as Mr. Freeze, who will also advance with 13. Formula Solar gets 18, and they'll go up against the finalists, which is Luke Skywalker and Porsche in the final, which is beginning. We are started. We have 4 very fierce competitors here who will come out on top and advance to the final of this tournament. It is Luke Skywalker coming out to lead, being followed by Porsche, and then Mr. Freeze and Formula Solar. But Formula Solar has the tightest corner, and he overtakes for 3rd place. Porsche's in the lead now over the hill, and they're airborne, and he gets spin there, but he is able to take it with a little freeze frame there. And Luke Skywalker takes 2nd. Formula Solar barely missing out on 2nd place. And unfortunately for Mr. Freeze, he gets the 4th place. I'm starting to like Mr. Freeze. He's rising up on my favorites list. I'll have to keep an eye out on him as we get started with Heat 2. It is Formula Solar in lead, being followed by Luke Skywalker and Porsche this time. Mr. Freeze is having some trouble, but he has the tightest corner, so he's going to gain some ground over Formula Solar into 3rd place. Porsche again in 1st, but he's upside down, and he rolls across the line. And who finishes in 2nd? I think it was Luke Skywalker again. Formula Solar barely missing out. Yes, it was Luke Skywalker by a millimeter, beating Formula Solar for 2nd place in the 2nd heat. Now it's time for Heat 3. Mr. Freeze is having some trouble. 2 wins in a row. He still can redeem himself. We'll see if he can. He has the tightest corner in this race. Let's see if he can use that to his advantage and stay ahead enough. He does a 180 spin. He is going backwards. What is happening to Mr. Freeze? And it is still Porsche who will take this heat. And I think Luke Skywalker in 2nd again. Formula 1 in 3rd. Mr. Freeze is nowhere to be seen. He didn't even make it to the 2nd turn. Going backwards. I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe his engine froze up. He has blew his chance of winning this overall tournament, unfortunately for him. But we still have 3 other cars that are competing in this race. As we get started with the final race of this video, who will be the champion of this video and advance to the finals? It's Porsche in the lead. He has a 5.55. Let's see if he can get another 5 and get an almost perfect sweep. But it is Luke Skywalker who comes out to the lead, and Porsche comes out and completely nose blocks Formula Solar. Some rough play there. And it is Luke Skywalker who comes out with the win. Porsche in 2nd, Formula Solar in 3rd place. Mr. Freeze in last, but it is Porsche who will win this video, and he will advance to the finals with the other finalists who have already advanced. Of course, Duck and Roll and Superman, the 2 full sweep contestants. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for more races and fun.